Proper food storage locations are very important. Hey everybody, this is Michael with Asymmetrical Preparedness. We're going to talk about this a little bit today. I'm going to show you a shed that we are kind of renovating, not really renovating, just fixing up and getting it ready for food storage, storage location. It's not going to be heated or cooled, thus I don't think I'm going to insulate it. But we don't get the temperature extremes here as much as some places. We get, we have a couple days here and there in the 20s, but it's never like enough to have something freeze solid, especially if it's in a building, stuff like that. And then we get up into the 90s here in the summertime, but summertime it'll be nice because I'll show you, I'm going to vent it really well, and then we can always leave the door open and put a fan in there during the summertime, or maybe even a portable air conditioner to keep it nice for the food storage. For long-term food storage, it's best to keep your food in a dry, cool environment. Thus, the best place is usually in your house, or if your garage is heated and cooled, or if you have a spare bedroom, a very, very large pantry, whatever it may be, depending on how much food storage you have, what your storage requirements are. It's all different from all of us. I need the space. So stand by and I'll show you what we're doing. Okay, this is the shed. It is, what is it? It is 8 feet. It's about 8 foot wide by 14, about just under 14 feet deep. Looking at it as you're looking at the camera. It has a section, the door is in front of me, has a section about 4 foot on one side and then just like 5-6 inches on the other side of the door. So what I'm going to do is on this side I'm going to make deep shelves that come all this way out to here. I'm going to use, actually it's going to be the depth of those, you've seen those black totes with the yellow lids? As wide as those are, that's how deep it's going to be. And that's how tall they're going to be. So I can do about 1, 2, 3, 4, probably about 4 layers of those. All along this wall, so all along this wall behind me, and then across this wall is going to be all that stuff. And then this other wall, right here, this wall, is going to have about probably a foot deep shelves, shorter shelves, all up and down it, so I can put like canned goods, just different smaller containers and stuff like that. So the shed's in good shape. It's a metal roof, concrete floor, good quality studs, older wood that doesn't have all the knots in it and stuff like that. You can see this one right here? See how nice and good quality wood this is? Yes. We do have a couple places. Back in that corner there is where the rats ate a little hole and got in. There used to be shelving in here. I tore all out because there was rats and mice and stuff like that. I had to get rid of a bunch of stuff because it was moldy and it just wasn't the best situation. So I got to remedy this by fixing it up. There's on this OSB panel here in the front, there's some mold at the bottom, or some, not mold, but rot on the bottom. So I'm going to replace that. I'm going to replace that section back right there, right over there. Or actually no, this section right here is rotted. So I'm going to replace that section, just cut it out and replace that section. I'm going to put up some metal screen all around the edge on the bottom. And then on the inside I'm going to put 2x6 pressure treated wood. So that'll keep it so they can't chew through the screen. And they're not going to want to chew the pressure-treated wood anyway because it's poisonous, it's chemicals. And then if you see up here, this is all sheet plastic that I did a poor attempt at trying to keep the rats out and bugs and stuff like that. So up in there, I'm going to put some metal screen and then more of that pressure-treated wood along the edge. And then up there in that upper section, in the back and at the front, I'm going to put 2 vents. And then we have blackberry bushes and stuff growing over here, and leaves and stuff piling up on the outside of this wall. I'm going to clean those all off. It's cedar sided, so this the bottom board here that goes along this side, I'm going to replace that bottom board, and then we're going to keep that stuff cleaned off. I'm going to throw a gutter on this side because there's no gutter, it just drains off there and it goes against there. That's why we got some rot. So I'm going to put a gutter up there, have it drain back into the woods, put the 2 vents up, do that stuff with the walls, seal it up really nice. It's good quality concrete floor, sealed. Don't have any moisture. All the boards, the bottom boards are pressure treated. All these along the bottom here. So it's a really good shed, and most of the all the OSB's in really good shape. It's square. I measured from there to up here, and then I measured from down here to up there. I did all the measurements. It's square. It's good to go. It's a good quality shed that we're going to be showing you throughout the process of making it better, making it ready to bring in food storage. So rats, mice, those kind of things can't get in. This will be awesome. This will be a bunch more storage space for us for food storage. And yeah, thinking about the size of this and stuff like that, I'll probably, as soon as I get done building it, it'll be full. Honestly, I mean, yeah, maybe not all food storage, but there are other things like extra clothing, maybe summer clothes, winter clothes, whatever the season may be, as well as water storage, prepper supplies, stuff like that. And then the shed next to us, there's another shed there. That's going to be like my garden tool shed, my working shed, working out of, because it's not as nice as this one is. So I don't care. I'm going to just have stuff in there. I don't care if rats, mice walk around in there. It's not that big a deal. I'll try to seal it up, keep them out as much as possible. So this is a project we're going to be doing soon. Just want to show you guys this project and encourage you guys to do the same thing. I know everybody doesn't have a shed that's just nice, on the property already built. But you can build a shed fairly easily. It's not that difficult to build a shed. May cost a lot nowadays due to the cost of lumber. I mean, what, $8 million a sheet of plywood now? No, obviously it's not that much, but it's really not that difficult because it's not a living space. You don't have to build to any codes or anything like that, as long as you meet the space or the requirements for what size it is, and that it's not hardwired electrically. There's other things that come into play. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably install an outlet on the wall and then wire it out to the outside, and then have a plug-in there where I can just plug it in with an extension cord. So if I want to run like a space heater in here or a portable air conditioner or something like that to keep my food storage good to go for a longer period of time, then I can do that. It's all about cool, dry environment. We got to protect our food storage. It's a large investment. Put a lot of time, money, effort into getting our food storage squared away. We can't store it in a location where it's just going to rot, it's going to get infested with rats and mice, they're going to eat it all, that kind of stuff. We got to protect it. And I know a lot of people are like, okay, we always look at the most cost effective, like beans and rice and stuff like that. But then a lot of the cost comes into properly storing it in buckets, oxygen absorbers, Mylar bags, all that kind of stuff like that, as well as then you got to have a physical location, which is even more cost. So that food doesn't just cost what you paid for it. You got to think about all these other things that are involved in the process with proper food storage. So I encourage you guys to make sure you're storing your stuff properly, cool, dark place, and dry is all. That's obviously a no-brainer. Cool, dark, and dry. Root cellars are great. If you have an underground bunker, great. If you have a storm shelter, maybe, depending on the situation where you are, what you can use. But try to come up with something. If you run out of space inside, maybe think about building a shed. But make sure you're storing your stuff properly. I love you guys and I want you to be successful. We can't have our food storage bad when we go to use it. It's very important. So I'm going to enjoy the process. I'm going to have fun doing this and get some help from the neighbor. And he has a bunch of proper tools that I'm lacking, power tools and stuff, all the Gucci stuff. And then my 13-year-old and I and him will take care of the shed, get it in order. I'll try to film and show you guys some of the process. But yeah, it's going to be fun. And I want to do more videos about doing things, not just talking. Talking is important. We talk about a lot of good things here, a lot of things to be aware of, to empower and uplift you guys to be better prepared, better preppers. But I'd like to do more hands-on stuff also. So if you guys like the videos, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment below, all the stuff. And check out the links in the description below. There's a lot of good stuff in there. There's 25% off My Patriot Supply long-term food storage via my website, preparewithap.com. There is Amazon storefront there. There's an Olight code for a discount on Olight stuff. There's my email in there, asymmetricalpreparedness@gmail.com. All that good stuff is in there, as well as link to the Patreon, where we talk, my Patreon, where we talk about tactical stuff, defensive stuff, security stuff, and a bunch of other random stuff we talk about there. $1 a month, hundreds of videos. It's well worth it. If you want to pay more, great. I do exclusive videos for the higher up patrons sometimes also. So, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate that you guys are at least of the preparedness mindset, so that you're here. You're watching my videos and other preppers' videos. It's good to get real good advice out there. Not saying I know everything. I try to talk about what I know and not what I don't know. I don't want to blow smoke up your butt. So make sure you're looking up good information out there to make sure that you can be properly prepared. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and blessings to you and yours.